Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Algebraic Guru, and today we're going to be going over how to solve one-step equations. So when you solve equations, what you're really getting is a solution, and these solutions are just equivalent equations to the equation that you started off with. All right, so how do we actually solve an equation? In order to solve an equation, your goal is to start isolating that variable. And you're going to be using these properties of equality or inverse operations to work on getting that variable by itself. All right, that's what we call isolating the variable. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. You can see I have a few questions laid out here, and we're going to start with x plus 2 equals negative 6. All right, so we're going to start by using the subtraction property of equality, and that's because in order to get this x by itself, in order to isolate the variable, we need to do a minus 2 on both sides, and that's how we can cancel out this 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do minus 2 here on both sides. That will cancel out positive 2 and negative 2. All right, and that's going to give me x equals negative 6 minus 2 is going to give us negative 8. All right, and that's going to be the solution here. And again, the solution just produces an equivalent equation to the equation that we started off with. All right, we also have negative 10 equals b minus 4. So in order to isolate the b, we want to do the opposite of this negative 4. All right, and the opposite of negative 4 would be positive 4. So we're going to use the addition property of equality, which is to do plus 4 on both sides. All right, and that's going to cancel negative 4 and positive 4, and that's going to leave us with the b over here and negative 10, I'm sorry, plus 4 should give us negative 6. All right. Next question is m over 7 equals to 4. All right, m over 7, that's division, and the opposite of division is multiplication. So what we're going to be using here is the multiplication property of equality. And we're using all these properties of equality because all these questions have equal signs. All right, so m over 7 equals 4. We are going to be multiplying 7 on both sides. Now, when you multiply 7 and you multiply 7 on both sides, your 7 gets put up here on the top because it's the same as saying 7 over 1. So we're multiplying 7 over here. We're also going to multiply 7 on the right side. 7 on the top cancels with the 7 on the bottom. All right, and that's going to leave us with m equals 4 times 7 should be 28. All right, and that is how you so far work with the subtraction property, addition property, multiplication property of equality. Now let's take a look at this one here. This one's a little bit different. All right, we have 12 equals 3 over 4a. This one here, we can technically use that multiplication property of equality, but then we would still have a 3 in front of the a. So to kind of take care of everything in one shot, what we're going to do here is we're going to apply the reciprocal of our coefficient. All right, our reciprocal would be to take our fraction, which is 3 over 4, and we're going to flip it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this and multiply it on both sides. Okay, that's going to be 4 over 3. I want to multiply this on both sides using our multiplication property of equality. All right, I'm just going to squeeze it over here. Okay, and that basically on the right side here, the 4 on the top cancels with the 4 on the bottom, 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, right? It's going to leave us with a. That's exactly what we wanted to do, right? Isolate our variable. And then here you can see we're able to reduce this. If you choose to multiply across instead, some people like to go 4 times 12 and then at the end just divide by 3. I'm going to go ahead and reduce this. Remember, this is the same as saying just 4 times 3. So the 3 here gets reduced with the 3 here. And it really just leaves us with 4 times 4, which is 16. All right, and so this is how you work with the properties of equality as well as the inverse operations, which is to look for those opposites. Okay, and basically, if you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be posting lots of helpful videos. The concept of adding and subtracting these negative numbers with these positive numbers, remember that's the integers coming back into play, and this is going to come to be very helpful when we start solving multi-step equations. All right, make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying my videos.